Seen all that often in these parts. Playoff football in North Carolina. We've got it at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl. And we've got a classic in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. The excitement level around here at a fever pitch as we're underway in the 2020 NFC Championship game. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Got it. Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go, D.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Gerald McCoy in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
Grenade! Mark 37, come to my world. We want it. Come to my world. 12.
Now Wilson on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
You're going to see me in your nightmares. Hey, alert 3. Hey, guys, listen. 45.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now on 1st and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game. They'll run with Cook. Cook stripped, the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, 5, and he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. And on a stage of this magnitude, the conference championship, so many early game jitters can happen, so that score's a big relief to a coach.
Yeah, no one wants to mention that in the locker room before the game. No one says, hey, listen, don't fumble or don't do this because you don't want negative thoughts. That's why getting off to a good start is so huge for everyone. The first score in the conference title game, massive.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
First down, Falcons.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
A loss of 7 on the sack.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now Ryan. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Any weapon. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. 39. Go.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And no move by Dan Quinn to get the offense off the field. They're staying out there, and they're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Alert, 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 alert.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And he's got room. And mark him down all the way inside the Atlanta 20. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 16-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Hey, alert. Whip. Watch the whip.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check 24.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Another run, this time McCaffrey. He spins free, and they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Good job right there.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 30-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. Here's Ryan. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 2nd down, Cook. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Now punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Second and 9 now from the 21.
Bang out, bang out, bang, bang. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Right left, right left.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Go. Check. Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the backfield. Check. 45 is the mark.
On third down, Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
X3, 218, jump.
On 3rd and goal, Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Paris Campbell there to make the grab, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports Halftime Report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. There to stop it was Darius Leonard. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally, down at the 36-yard line. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. Here's McCaffrey. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And an alley to run. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 16. To throw is Wilson. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Wilson. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Olsen. Greg Olsen. As the first half is winding down, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Everyone, 37's the mic.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Let's go, defense. I'll go special. I'll go special.
This is McCaffrey, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Check my 45. Get that quarterback at all costs. Go. Friday.
Throwing is Wilson. Steps away to his left. He may try and run. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The safety, Ross Cockrell, there to knock that one away.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taken in at the 22. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially given 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
45. Mike, 45. Check.
McCaffrey. And he'll be be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
It's a party now. It's go 14.
On first down, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Jonathan Allen. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey, 0-0-0.
Here's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Go, guys, 4 down, 4 down. 45 to Mike, 45 to Mike. Go, 14.
Quarterback D-line. Get that quarterback D-line. Off. Get that quarterback.
45.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Pilardi now on the punt as he sends this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
20. Mike spot now.
Here's Ryan. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but now it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They go play action with Ryan. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Atlanta.
Got it. Back 25. Mark 54. 11. Wait. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Check. 6. Bullet 5. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
They run. Cook. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go.
They go play action now. Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 23.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
First down, here's the run with Cook. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 23-yard run as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Run left, run left. Tight dog, tight to run. Match box. Right. Check 99.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Check 3, check 3.
35-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
Watch out, watch out.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. This is McCaffrey on the give. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set them up 1st and goal. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. In the backfield, standing alone here on 2nd and goal is Davis. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to bowl his way in for a Panther score. Taking it in from a yard out. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. They were able to stop him at the line on 1st down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the 2nd try.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
54, 61. Match. Get out.
Ryan. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Check.
3rd and 2, now Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Ryan now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Complete, it's Johnson. Past the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Cook. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Throwing now is Ryan. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all of their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. Now
the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll run it again here with Davis. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, 0. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. 25.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Ryan. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And now look at him go. 20. Oh, no, he lost the football. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
Let's go, baby.
Mike 25! Hey, bye-bye.
Greystone, Travis. Mike 5-4.
Hey, Rick.
Cut. Watch the twins. Mike 54.
Now Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 45 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
It's outfield.
51, down.
Check 52. No.
Give to Cook out of the gun. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. Here's Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
He was covered by Dante Jackson.
And it all rides on this one play, a trip to the Super Bowl in the balance here on 4th down.
Hey, box truck.
54. Mike 50.
Let's go.
One last shot for Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And for all these guys, whether you're a rookie, a 10-year veteran, there's no feeling like this NFC champs.
And you feel like family. Never at any time do you feel more like family than when you're sharing the joy of being the NFC champs. And now everyone gets to say they're going to the Super Bowl.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all